So we're going to go ahead and run our test application and see what it gives us. Okay, libgls. Okay, this is an unexpected error because we have, I did transfer this guy, I think. Okay, I need to set up the environment. We're going to go into the file system again. We're going to run the ELF thing just to see if we have all the libraries transferred. I think we do. Yeah, all that. USC. Who are you? I think what happened here, just a minute, let me confirm that theory. Grip, paste. Okay, so I think what happened here is that the binary we were transferring previously, or the example application we compiled is very forgiving. It tells us what it's missing, but libgls compiler does not. This library doesn't. It just fails. So it needs this guy, and we're going to transfer this guy to our, or copy this guy to our thing, and let's run it again. Where are you? Okay, it took a second there. Now let's run our example application again and hope everything goes okay. Okay, so that is what's expected. Now that we have this, we're gonna go over and try to work for something advanced, something that requires more GPU consumption. I'm going to go back to the examples, advanced, example UI, that works. Now we're going to compile this guy, OGLES. What do we have here? Build. This is confusing. Let's go to Linux. Okay, so this is where we're going to start our build in make. Now I've been through this this before, and so the compilation will take less time, I think, because I've compiled it before. But then we're going to face an error, which I'm going to have to resolve. I did not resolve it right before I started this recording. Tools, GCC. Now we're setting the tool chain. There. We have a linking application binary. So there's a problem with linking to some of the stuff. Look at this guy. PowerVR UI renderer. You can't find it. Let's see. Okay, so the problem was a path thingy. I think I don't know how this would be a problem in a platform like this, in an SDK like that. Maybe it's the way I'm building it. Anyways, it's resolved now. And let's set the platform. Toolchain. And hopefully the linking process would finish the development. Okay. See where the output is. It's in ARM v7HF. This is a very strange setup for a build. Let's see. Release ls there. So we're going to copy this whole directory because there are assets there and stuff, so maybe they're needed for running this application. So let's copy the whole thing recursively. Going to our OPT. IMG there. Where am I? Okay. We're going to change directory into that. IMG release. Then we're going to run OGLES example. Loads of errors. Loads of errors. But it works. So I'm not sure. Could not get function GL. This is an OpenGL thing. I thought we transferred all that. Oh, it's here. Could not get function. How are you working if you can't? Okay, I think it's related to GL. I don't know, it seems to me like it works. I'm not really sure what this means. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to ignore it. And we'll just head over to Imagination's Tools directory. And see about that Realtime DVR tune thing. What do we have here? PowerVR SGX530. Let's go to Linux ARM v7 hardware float. And we're going to transfer this guy to our user to our user binary, not binary, user binary, because it's a binary, it's not really library. So this is on the board side. This should be on the board side, so we should stop this. How do you stop this guy? Kill it. Oh, it's looking for an input device that is not there. So it basically does not. What is this? I don't know how to kill this guy. I'm trying my best. No Control C, no Qs. I'm just going to reset. Okay, let's log in. No, let's run our application first. And we're going to run it on a separate process so we can kill it. Hey, what is this? Okay, we did not start our, so we have to call the RC script. Okay, we're good. So it's not running. Okay, let's run our application again. In a separate process, we're getting the same errors, but it does work. I'm not sure what this means. And we're going to run our binary, our server binary, yeah. Okay, it says waiting to connect. Let's go over to our imagination tools directory. And get the GUI. And the next one. Yeah, you. Okay. There. We want to go into, which one is it? Is this my IP? I don't know. Come on. Oops, that's not my IP. This is my IP. Where did you get that IP? So what do I need? What do I do to change you? It's insisting. GPU data unavailable. That's okay. Let's just stop this. Start it again. We're not working. Let's just kill you. Die. and start it again. And connect to this guy. There. You're giving us, the CPU load is 6%, but no information about the GPU, which is not cool. System memory is good. CPU load is low, which means the GPU is working, but we're not reading anything from it. Not cool. Not cool. Okay, we have only one PID here, which is the server's PID. We should have the other one. We should have another process, which is the one that runs our application, our example UI application. Yeah, this is not cool. Okay, you're saying connecting info. This is strange. They're saying GPU data unavailable. Why? Okay, I think I'm just gonna go read the documentation. See you guys in a minute. Here I am, back, after I've figured out what I was doing wrong. So let me take you where I went, okay, to documentation here. And I jumped to this place, and here you have it. This library is missing. You can't work with that tune thing without this library. So if we ls script this library, you'll see that it's missing. So we have to basically go over to the file system, PowerVR SDK, and copy this guy over. It may even be available within the SDK, probably within the Imaginations SDK. I didn't look for it, so let's just copy this guy over to our root file system, user, libraries, and I keep doing this. ls grep this guy over to our own file system. We should now have it work. So now we have our library. Top. Let's start over. Kill this guy. Run it again. There's a separate process. And now we can run our server. And look at that. This was missing previously. Now we're going to go find our UI, GUI, Imagination Tools, PowerVR stuff, GUI, and Linux. This guy. Connect. And here we have it. The information from our GPU. See, the CPU load is very low, which is good. The clock speed of the GPU 200. So basically, this is the information you'd need to verify that your setup actually works. We've missed a couple of things. There are too many errors to ignore. However, I think this is a good place to conclude. Follow the same procedures to resolve the remaining problems. Maybe you want the PRU subsystem. Maybe you want... I haven't actually tested the PowerVR 2D capabilities. I read somewhere that it's very limited and it's based on some userland object, as is everything with PowerVR. I'm not sure if I'm gonna continue this series or just conclude it at this point, but this is basically the payload of this whole workshop. At least this is where I stopped with the workshop I've given a couple of weeks ago. And I hope you guys enjoyed this process. I know some of it was just painfully slow. I tried my best to speed up stuff that you don't want to sit around and watch. I hope you found this series useful. If you think something is wrong or should have been done in a better way, let me know in the comment section below. If you stuck around to this point, thank you very much for watching. At least I can tell myself that this work has not been in vain and that someone actually found it useful enough to watch. Thanks again.